Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. We're going to do a bunch of stuff today, so hopefully my chat's up. Oh man, my phone. Do the thing. Hold on a sec. Welcome. My name's iClorox, aka Chris. We're going to be making a bunch of stuff tonight, and hey, if you're up in here in Canada, happy Thanksgiving. I like what you're bringing to the table. We're going to do a little bit of cooking tonight, a little bit of prep, and then we're going to play some games. So this is first part of a full night of streaming. So here's to you. Just hold on, I'm setting my phone so it doesn't do the thing. Auto lock. Nope. Hold on. What the heck? Man, come on now. So I want to make sure. So I'm checking my phone here is my chat. So give me a sec. So tonight we're going to be making a bunch of stuff. We're going to do sauerkraut, smoky Brussels sprouts, so a little fermented food. We're going to do some dried foods, apples, pineapple. We got pineapple spicy. And we're going to do a batch of beef jerky for the dehydrator. We're going to set that to marinade for tomorrow. So just hang in there. Say 1 second. For whatever reason, my phone not want me to turn off the auto lock. Oh, it's because it's on low battery mode thingy-majigger. Hold on 1 sec. I was not prepared. Low power mode. You're off. There we go. Never lock this phone because it's plugged in and it's my only way to chat with you people. All right, here we go. Hey, Soph, how's it going, man? How are you this evening? Are you at work already? All right, so. You ready? Hold on. Take my thing off. Away all the time. How's the camera? Looks good. Hi, everybody. All right. So, like I said, we're gonna do a few things tonight. Got some nice green cabbage here. I fixed the green screen, the chroma key, so my cabbages are all messed up. A heads up. We're gonna make some homemade sauerkraut. Turn the oven off. Have a couple mason jars that are sterilizing there that we're going to use. So if it says, hey, working, I'm doing well. I'm doing very well, sir. We're going to be doing a little bit of cooking, and then we're going to get into some games tonight. A little bit of Garden Warfare with the missus. Maybe a little bit of Division with the boys. Ooh, sorry. Crack a little drink here. Not beer. San Pellegrino. Cool. So of all the things that we have to do tonight, 2 of them are fermented. So what we're going to do is we're going to do all the prep for that stuff first because it requires a little bit of time. So, like I said, we're going to do sauerkraut first. Was dinner a big hit? Hell yeah, it was awesome last night. Dinner was so tasty, man. I had to turn the stream off because it was you would have heard me being awesome and eating stuff. Okay, sorry. Dinner was good. My brain is a little scattered. Okay, so natural sauerkraut, cabbage and salt. That's all we're going to do. If you've had sauerkraut, you probably had wine sauerkraut. And sorry if there's a bit of background noise. The dishwasher's running and it's right underneath me here. So, washer, we'll figure this stuff out. Okay, so 2 fermented dishes tonight. So they're going to go into the jars with a brine solution, and we're going to check back on those in a couple weeks and see what we've got. Nice and tasty. So, 2 heads green cabbage. We're going to chop those up nice and fine here. We're going to shred them up for sauerkraut. We're also going to do a smoky, spicy, fermented Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts. Got a couple jalapenos that I grew in my garden this year. Going to be super awesome. We're going to do some spicy pineapple. I've got a little bit of habanero crushed pepper that I made. And we're going to slice those up for the dehydrator and do some spicy on those. We're going to finish off our apples that we started last night. I'm going to slice the rest of those up, put them on the dehydrator. So we have dried apples and pineapple tomorrow. And then last but not least, we're going to prep some beef jerky. I got the beef in the freezer. Get nice and stiff so we can slice it easier. And then we're going to do a garlic soy, our typical beef jerky recipe. It's pretty awesome. Have a good time. So, my knife is sharp because we're going to need that for a lot of slicing. Hey, and welcome to the stream if you're here. Miley and spicy. Can't hear the dishwasher? Okay, good. It's just a bit of background noise, so If I cut in and out on audio, let me know because I put the noise gate up pretty high. So make sure our knife is sharp. Always a sharp knife. Sharp knife is safe knife. Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to tackle the cabbage. Actually, we're going to tackle the cabbage first, but I got to do two things to prep. One is we have to make a 3% brine solution, and I've got a little bit of purified water here. I don't use tap water. Sorry, it's going to be a bit noisy with the sink draining. Damn you, sink! Okay, so my nice scale. Got a 4-cup measuring because we're going to do a liter of this. What we're going to do is we're going to tear this out, and we're going to put in 31 grams of salt. Let's see. There we go. Now, I use a brine calculator for this. I want to get 3%. 3% is about where we're going to put it at. And this is going to be for the Brussels sprouts. We want 31 grams of salt for 4 cups of water. Or 1,000 milliliters if you want to go full metric. It's going to be salty. 11, 18, 27.5, 8. Come on now. 30. 5. 31 grams. Now this is important that you have I use the Sifto coarse salt. You can use any salt you want, provided that it doesn't have iodine or any kind of anti-clumping agent in it. So you just want pure salt. And what we're going to use is we're going to use a little Malden sea salt later on for the Brussels. So you know what? Damn it! I forgot that I could probably hold on. That's 3% brine, but I wanted to add the smoky salt. So you know what? I'm going to start this over again. My bad. Because I don't want all of this salt. So I'll just put a little up here. Alright, let's start that over. Clear that out. And I want some of this to be the Malden smoky salt. So, did you lock the recipe up? Or you didn't know it already? This is a recipe that I knew already. I just didn't remember to get the measurements. So, you want to be fairly specific with your brine solutions, because you don't want to oversalt your fermentation. It prevents the lacto from kicking in. So we're going to do, I want these to be fairly smoky. A bunch of the smoked salts. All right, so we got 22.5 grams of that. Add some of this coarse salt back at 31. 31. Okay, cool. And then I'm just going to fill this up to be 4 cups, so that's the 3% brine solution. And then we're going to let that dissolve. Cool. All right. You know what? I got to add a little bit of extra water. One sec. So, if you ever had any fermented pickles, not vinegar pickles, but an actual lacto fermented pickle, different. Well, I mean it's sour, but it's got a different taste to it. So, set our water aside. Give this a bit of a stir, and we're going to pour this over our Brussels sprouts for later on. So, come back and we'll stir that again. All right, cool. So while that's dissolving, we'll get rid of our scale. We don't need that anymore. All right, so we've got our brine solution. We're going to do our cabbage next. because I'm going to mix that with salt, and that's going to do create a brine solution for that cabbage or sauerkraut. So we're just going to get to chopping here. And you may have noticed if you were in the stream last night, I had some sweet jazz music going, but we didn't do that this time because I realized that music I can't actually can't hear my audio because Twitch blocks it out with the VOD. It's all copyrighted music. I'm just going to cut the core out of this cabbage here. Try not to waste too much. This is a nice, like, firmly packed cabbage. Cabbage has a different taste depending what time of year you get it at as well. It's a nice fall cabbage here. These big outer leaves, if any of them fall off, we're going to use those in the fermentation. So, and I had fried okra. Nope, no, I have not had that. It sounds amazing though. Big stainless steel bowl here that we're going to put our chopped cabbage into. Now, for sauerkraut, I like getting a nice fine chop on it. I'm just going to cut these in half. It makes it a little bit bigger. I'm going to start on the outer edge. Nice sharp knife. Probably have to sharpen this again at some point. I'm going to get like nice, kind of thin. You guys can see that. Fairly thin. Hold on, I'll get some of that up and I'll show you. Like, you want nice, kind of thin pieces of that. You don't want it to be too thick. I mean, personal taste. Totally personal taste. But for me, I like it. It ferments faster as well. I find a lot of factors in fermentation. Because I also brew beer, which I will have to do a cast on at some point, temperature is a big one, and pH as well. The higher the temp, the faster it will ferment, but also you'll get different flavors from that, which may or may not be desirable, depending on what you're going for. All right, what do we got here? It's a normal thing. Here you can buy it like... Oh, cool. You know what? I will try that. I'm always up for some new recipes. So fried okra. Sounds pretty good. What's the flavor profile, Sofa? Little bits in here. Anybody else on the stream? Say hi. Tell me what your favorite dish is, if you have something that you like that's fermented or pickled. Doing a couple things tonight. And this, you know what, this goes out, we're doing these Brussels sprouts for a friend and co-worker, Crash 7800. If you're around here, expect the full taste test. I bring this stuff into work. If you know what, I'm going to set these kind of chunkier bits aside here. And we're going to just put this in. So I got two, probably, let me see, I got two big cabbages. Leaf aside. Get bigger pieces out of here. So, I don't know what flavor profile it is. Okay, is it, well, I mean, it's, for basic flavors, is it got like a bitterness to it? Is it a bit sweet? All kinds of stuff you can do with that. So when you fry it, you add any, what kind of flavors do you add to it? Make it, you know, what you want it to be. Actually, just sharpen this knife again. A thick ass cabbage. Get a little bit of cabbage with pork loin earlier today, but I use a Savoy cabbage, which has a different texture, slightly different taste profile to it. Did sauteed onions, cabbage, pork loin, butter. It's pretty good. Salt, pepper. So the reason I'm doing the cabbage first, it's going to sit. I'm going to massage this with some salt. That's going to create a brine solution. Now, the idea behind the salt in the brine is it's going to actually draw some of the natural, like the water, out of the cabbage and replace it with some salt water, which is going to help the overall fermentation. Be super careful here because the knife isn't as sharp as I want it to be. Very tightly packed cabbage. Salty snack. How do you do it? All right. So is it deep fried? Like when you say fried, what kind of oil do you use? Is it like pan fried? Fryer fried? I'll flip that on its side. Go a little bit faster here. Definitely going to sharpen this knife up. Last thing I want to do is have an accident before game night. Gears 4 drops tomorrow. Going to be streaming some of that. I wanted to get all this food prep. Talk the food prep done so that tomorrow I can chill. There's a bit of a family potluck going on tomorrow for Canadian Thanksgiving, not Yanksgiving. Thanksgiving. This is a little bit too. Set that aside. Oh, this awesome cabbage here. This is going to make a hell of a lot of sauerkraut. Share this around the office. It's going to be ready in 2 to 3 weeks. Good for a little bit of Christmas kraut. Okay, so wipe this knife off and get it nice and dry, and then we're going to. Sharp knife. Not over the food. Not as sharp as I wanted. Just keep sharpening. It's all good. Check chat while we're doing this. I'll get back to me. Who here has had fried okra? How do you fry that? Hopefully I have not sharpened this unevenly. Better? We will see. Never too late to sharpen it again. Salt and stoof. Right, don't need to be defensive so far. I understand. I'm just curious how you fry it. Pan fry, deep fry, fry, mega fry. All the guy who want to fry. All right, sharp enough? Oh, slightly sharper. Right, I'm gonna start a little bit lower to the ground there. There we go. Now, I could use my mandolin for this, but those slices get a little bit thicker. They used to have what were called slaw boards. A giant mandolin dedicated for sauerkraut, and it's just a couple, somewhat rusty pieces of metal used to slice your coleslaw. Alright, so nice green cabbage. Now the trick for this coleslaw is I'm not adding anything else. Just salt and cabbage can develop a nice flavor profile. The lactobacillus in that is going to ferment it. It's going to get nice and sour, probably after about 3 weeks. This way. Short pieces. There we go. It's cutting pretty nice. Hey Flappy, how's it going, man? Good to see ya. Ooh, how was work today? No day off for you, man. No rest for the wicked. Are you playing some games and streaming later, Flappy? I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna get on probably for some games on Xbox later on and or PS4. We'll see. Definitely gonna be hitting the gears tomorrow though. Grinding the gears. Actually, it's easier to cut it on the side. I gotta be careful. So my dishwasher's right here, and this steam vent's like right on my crotch. So I got a steamy crotch. It's cooking. All right, cabbage. All right, I'll show you how much we got so far. This is just from one cabbage, guys. Holy crap! Right, so it's actually just 3/4 of a head of cabbage. Gonna make a hell of a lot of sauerkraut. Looking forward to it. Share that around. Nice, man. What are you playing tonight? What do you guys? How's the Armored Warfare treating you? What's it like playing with your brother? Saw you guys on there the other night. Both you and Naughty got your new PCs around the same time. Now he's been doing like 1080p Forza. Forza, one of the titles that you can play on both Xbox and... Alright, these are getting a little bit thicker here. Not intentionally. Cabbage up. Got a couple big chunky pieces here. I mean, it's not a bad thing. That's just gonna have some bigger pieces of sauerkraut. Who here is a fan of the sauerkraut? The wine sauerkraut? I mean, you could do that yourself too if you wanted to add some wine to it. Although alcohol will prevent or make the lacto fermentation a little bit harder. That might be a little finish with wine. This nice cabbage shred here. Now the thing about this is like, oh man, yeah, okay, I've heard of pickling and brining. You must use a lot of salt for this, Clorox. Well, in fact, you don't. So for these cabbages, we're only going to use probably about 4 tablespoons of salt. It is not a lot, honestly, for that amount. So okay, that was one cabbage. A hell of a lot of well, maybe I'll just do the one day. Ah, fuck it. I'm here. Let's get this thing done. Don't eat very often. Never tried. Lappy, no problem, man. I'll totally help you figure out OBS. I got that shit down pat, my friend. Tell you what, we'll do a Discord chat whenever you want, and I can walk you through some of the stuff. We can do a screen share on Zoom or Skype or some shit. I'll help you out. No problem, man. Streamers gotta help streamers, right? Gotta start your empire somehow, man. Happy to help. Nature of my being. Alright. Cabbage cores, go away. I do not want you. Alright, nice. Alright, a little wedge cut there. You're wondering why I'm just throwing stuff off to the side. That's my garbage down there. So, can mods post links? I think so. Sofa. What are you posting, man? I trust you. Not to post garbage on my stream, but it's the ultimate mod test. You know, what's the first link that a mod goes up there? We can try it and see what happens. Maybe I have to grant you permission. Unsure, never tried. I know there's a command that I can use to do that, but maybe as a mod you can do it yourself. Do a little stream intro here. Hey, welcome. If you're new to the stream, my name's Chris, aka Clorox. I am a variety and creative streamer. Welcome to the. You know what? I was gonna do this anyway, so I might as well stream it cast. I haven't done sauerkraut in about 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I'm kind of craving it again, and home fermentation and preservation is something that every person should learn at some point, I think. because it's a really easy way, and it's how everybody used to ferment their or store their foods. Like if we ever get into a situation, this is going to sound super prepper, and that's not my intent. Is hey, if you ever lose power, you got to know how to preserve some foods, right? If you ever decide you want to live in the bush somewhere for a while, I don't know how to preserve some foods. All you need for this: cabbage, salt, a sterile dish, and time. You're good to go. Get all these little cabbage bits here. If you got any questions at any point, let me know. Fried lady's fingers. Oh, fried okra. Right, totally. Did that search not work, Flappy? Give me a sec. I'm going to just make sure that the stream's up. Hold on. My stream's up. Sorry, my bot. If Phantom bot was up or not. I gotta go back into the living room. So, yeah, no. Stream's totally up. You guys should be able to watch me. Just do another search there, Flappy, and see if it works. I just had to restart the bot. I might have not got the proper configuration there. All right. Whew, gonna be so much chopping tonight. All that chop. All right, if I get too much more of this cabbage here, I'm not going to have room in my bowl. This is a big-ass bowl. There we go. That's the search you want. So fried ladyfingers. That's like something Flappy would have it as work. What's the confectionery of the day, Flappy? Busting your hump for baked goods. By the way, that the crumble that I cooked last night, man, that was amazing. I had that for breakfast this morning with a little bit of coffee. It was hella good. So much cabbage. If you like cabbage, this is for you. La 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 la. So you notice that there's no smooth jazz tonight. Apologies, but I gotta find some royalty-free jazz so that I can my VODs. All right, what do you got there? Texas cooking recipes, fried okra. All right, here's the 60-pound cabbage bowl I got going on right there. Yeah, who wants to dive straight into that? A little bit of thaw. How do you guys do your coleslaw in Texas? Oh, even better. How do you do your coleslaw in New Zealand? Wherever you are in the world right now, how do you do your coleslaw? So even regionally, Vancouver coleslaw, how I prep it now versus how my mother-in-law, who was from the middle of Canada, prepped it. Most of that coleslaw was cheese and mayonnaise. Which, if you love cheese and mayonnaise, amazing. But out here, it's you get like very dry. It's artisanal slaw. Yes, we love the artisanal slaw. The artisans. All my Canadian friends tonight probably having Thanksgiving today. I know that some other family members of mine are having their Thanksgiving today. What am I thankful for? I'm thankful for all you salty miners in my stream. Thank you for your support and hanging out with me while I, very meticulously slice cabbage. Banana loaf, an apricot loaf? Man, that sounds amazing. How's an apricot loaf go? All right, I'll find a fried okra. I'll find okra, which I think I've seen before in like the local grocery store. I'm sure I can find it somewhere. They kind of look like they're little pods, right? Okra pods. I'm pretty sure I've had them in like jambalayas and such. Some southern cooking. Long way to. You ever want to chop your fingers off? Making this sauerkraut's kind of a good way to do it. Woo, okay, this bowl of cabbage is getting huge. There we go. What I do for food. This board is looking pretty meaty here. Let's get rid of that. All right, how do I want to cut this last little bit? Do a fine slice on the side. Nice and easy. We'll just have little slaw bits. Just like me, a slobbit. Isn't that right, Mr. Frodo? We're slobbits. Not like tiny. Huge ones. Sorry, my phone is charging. It's at 75%. That sideways. Read what the hell you guys are talking about here. Okay. Little green pods are smaller than easier to make and cook. Yeah, okay, cool. Makes sense. Don't get the huge ones. Okay. Just not as good? You want the tiny, tasty ones? Like zucchini. All right, we're down to our last crap. That's a lot of cabbage. We're doing an extra tablespoon here. All right, last quarter of cabbage done. I think I'm doing it the right way this time. Start on the big end, move to the small end. Here. And we're going to take a couple tablespoons of salt, and you know what? You guys get to see me get all sensual with this cabbage. Get a massage salt into cabbage leaves, and that will start extracting the salt will start extracting the water to make a brine. Massage. All right, here we go. Two heads of awesome. Holy crap. That is a lot of cabbage. Oh, I have a camera lag? I did not know that, Flappy. Thank you very much for the information. Carrot strips and cabbage with dressing. Yeah, makes sense. So Flappy, which camera's lagging? Is it the small one? I probably haven't sunk them up meticulously yet. All right, what are we doing? Salt, cabbage equals sauerkraut. There we go. Tablespoon. One tablespoon of salt. Normally you don't measure over a bowl like this, but a little bit loose measurement. All right, cool. Who got a ban of timeout? Hey, Gypsy, how's it going, man? You're just in time. It's cooking stream. We're doing a little sauerkraut. So I just finished chopping 2 heads of green cabbage. Oh, Gypsy, are you up for a little bit of division later on? I think me and Baxter are going to get online after I finish a bunch of this meal prep here. So, all right, so we get to see my massive man hands manhandle some cabbage. Oh, cabbage. Oh. This is already getting moist. Okay. Let's say moist. That's true. It's getting moist. Gonna get this salt kind of like massaged into the old cabbage here. Got a mod button. Look at you, you sassy mod. Gypsy, what's new with you, man? Came to see old man Clorox cook some sauerkraut, or not cook. Doing some lacto-fermented, fermented. Can't talk. Too busy fermenting. Ooh, yeah. See how this is already kind of getting glistening and wet? I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera. That's that salt is starting to draw some of that water out, and we're just going to be like, literally like manhandling it because it helps to break up the fibers a little bit. Pull some big leafy. Doesn't do too well. Shit, yeah, dude. All right, Bentillo, how's it going? That's a little off topic for what we're doing here, but welcome to the politics of the stream, apparently. Don't do a lot of politicking here since we're also this is Canadian stream. American politics are a little too racy for us up here. Yeah, Gypsy, if you can, cool, man, and just chillax, man. Just relax. It's all good. So this is this sauerkraut here. This cabbage is starting to mess to clean up later. Whoo-wee! Well, little pieces can stay in. I'm just going to keep manhandling our cabbage. We're going to add another tablespoon of salt here. Now, part of this process is taste. You want to taste it as you go. Make sure that it's not too salty. Oh shit, there's a debate going on right now? Bentillo, welcome to the stream. All good, my friend. I did not think that you had any kind of ill intent. You're not trolling politics. It's all good. How's the debate going? Gypsy, this will ferment on its own. Yep, this will do its own thing. There's enough kind of naturally occurring bacteria here. The salt will be an inhibitor for other nastier bacteria. Salty cabbage. All right. A little bit more. Probably not too much more. Work this in here. Nucleic acid. So Bentillo, where are you from? You're watching the debate. Are you from the Americas? Am I pronouncing your name correctly? And are you a fan of sauerkraut? And how's the debate going?
Roses
the last one was a bit of a shit show, what I heard.
A new person
I did not watch it.
I suck at poetry.
You guys are getting the full audio experience of me mixing this. Yeah, it's already getting really wet and kind of limp. Wow, the making sauerkraut is kind of erotic. Let me tell you, it's depending on your choice of words. Probably get banned on Twitch. Make sure that this rolls over. That liquid's going to start cooling at the bottom. What I can do is I can just let this sit for a while, toss it every once in a while. I might do that, just set it aside. I don't need to keep kneading it. That salt will start doing its own breakdown. Tell you what, we're going to set this aside for a bit. Do a little bit of that Brussels sprout preparation. Awesome. See here. Oh, from England. Hell yeah. Awesome. Welcome, my friend. I do like the English. All right. See how kind of shiny and glistening that is right now? We're going to come back after we cut up some of those Brussels sprouts. We're going to make sure. So the next step for this will be packing it into a jar. Because it's pretty much done. It's like it's on its way to being sauerkraut right now. That's how easy sauerkraut is. Cool. All right. I set that aside. Wash your hands. All right, next recipe, my friends. What are we doing? We're going to do Brussels sprouts with a smoked salt. I've already got the brine. I already prepared that. That's over here. Got a little Malden sea salt. Awesome. I love the Malden sea salt. Smoked salt and some of this coarse salt. And we made a 3% brine solution that we're going to use for these Brussels sprouts. Set that aside. Now the trick to fermenting Brussels sprouts, much like there is to steaming and sautéing Brussels sprouts, take your Brussels sprout and we're going to fully cut these in half this time. These are like mega tight packed cabbages. And you want your salt water to be able to penetrate the interior of this thing, otherwise it's going to taste like shit. Not literally, figuratively, it's not going to taste good. So we're going to get through a bunch of these Brussels. Got 2 of my jalapenos that I grew in my garden this year. We're going to add those, a little bit of habanero. These are going to be spicy, smoky, pickled Brussels sprouts. Ace Awkward, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Alex, great. Got the new internets. Got all the internets there in the interior. Welcome, Ace. Oh, Ace Awkward's writing messages. Very cool. All right, let's get some of these. These are actually nicer looking Brussels. We're gonna cut the bottoms off these. Take any of the crappy looking leaves off. Then we're gonna throw them back into our bowl. Nice sharp paring knife. I'm gonna cut them in half later. We're just gonna kind of purge the outer leaves, if you will. I don't want any weird funk growing on these. I want the nice, tasty interiors. I'm a Brussels sprout elitist. Welcome new people on the stream. Hey, how's it going? I'm fairly new to cook streaming. I'm normally a video game streamer, but I do a lot of cooking anyways, and I figured, what the hell? I might as well stream it. So, drop by. And sorry, I'm looking right here because my phone's in the cupboard. And that's what the chat is. I can't hear any of the audio alerts, so I'm relying on my subs. My awesome, sorry, not my subs, my mods. My awesome mods in the stream to welcome new peeps and give out salt bonuses for new follows. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Let's do, what, 100 salt? My stream runs on salt, people. This is all about the salt. Come on. So, mods, one of you guys decide who's giving out salt tonight for new follows. And let's do 100 salt for every new follow. How about that? It's going to be a good time. Taking some constructive feedback as well on the stream in terms of layout, cameras, lighting, you name it. Like I said, just trying to get this cooking and craft preparation part of the stream going. So if there's feedback, let me know. Claymore. I could totally get a big katana. That'd be amazing. That's a hell of a gimmick, man. Holy smokes. Hey, War Pigs, how's it going? Long time no see. So, quick recap. We got some sauerkraut in the back over here that we're making. We're making some spicy, smoked, fermented Brussels sprouts. It'll be a nice fall-time delicious dish. First time making fermented Brussels sprouts. I have not done it, but they're like mini cabbages, so what the hell? Might as well give it a shot. I like spicy and smoky things. I see you playing a little bit of CSGO, man. I'm going to drop into your game here at one point. I got to get some H1Z1 in as well, if anybody's been playing that. I like to try to keep it positive. We're all adults here. I like a little bit of positivity. Get a little salty in here. Ho-ho, hey-ho. And this stream pretty much runs off 100% dad jokes all the time. So Oh, Kappa new, man. It's all good. I know you do. I see you on my Steam list, Mr. Four Pigs. See us going it up. All right, these Brussels are cold, and my fingertips are cold. Oh my god. That was last time I did a beef jerky stream for prep. That meat came out of the freezer like icy, if you will, and I had to warm my hands up a few times. It was crazy. Sorry, that's probably right by the microphone. I'm tossing Brussels sprouts in left and right, and everybody's like, "Patoing, patoing." Apologies. Yeah, I got Battle Right. Hell yeah, I got a bunch of people from work playing Battle Right. It's really good. I mean, if you like the team battle part of a MOBA, you're gonna like Battle Right. So anybody that doesn't know, I am a game designer by trade. Play a lot of games, stream a lot of games. Want to talk games in my cooking stream? Hey, fair. Oh, I was gonna say fair game. Dad jokes. Pun not intended. Got cooking. What do you want to know? I got process. I got style. Last night I cooked a ginger soy garlic chicken with Brussels sprouts and spaghetti squash, and a homemade apple crisp with walnuts and blueberries. It was awesome. Dude, let's partner up. Me and the pigs. Do some Battle Right. Doing that Battle Right. So hands up, who's new in the stream tonight? Come say hi. Do a search. Mine for some salt, my friends. Gotta keep it salty in here. If you're not grabbing a pick and a shovel and mining for salt, you're not doing your job. I have the Brussels for mussels. I mean mussels. Brussels. English is hard. Oh my god. All them Brussels. I didn't like Brussels sprouts as a kid, and I love them now. I mean, what are some of the things that you did not like to eat as a kid but love now? Give me one. Who's got one? Who's got a thing? I cannot stand liver. I cannot stand lima beans. Those are things that I still can't eat. You know what? Funnily enough, though, like I do like liver pate. Goose liver pate? Ooh. I've never had foie gras. Apparently that's the bomb. So, who would have guessed that Trump's getting roasted? Damn. Hillary's just going to dismantle him systematically. And the guy's getting so much crazy bad press, at least on my social feed. I don't know, like, I don't watch television, so not by choice. I just don't have cable TV. Spend all my money on my internets for the strams. Olives, asparagus, peas. Like what? Dal? Oh yeah. Man, I love me some Indian food. I'll show you guys. So about, probably 6 months ago, I put in. I made a batch of fermented Indian limes. Sweet, foodie Jesus! It is amazing. Pickled, like a lacto-fermented lime with spicy curry. Let me see, we had some... sorry, my mouth is just salivating thinking about it, and I got a big 1 liter jar of that stuff. It's amazing. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how easy... Look at this. Got sweet cauldron going on here. Myself in the neck. Hated beef as a kid. I believe it. My daughter has gone through phases of like veganism and vegetarianism because she just can't. I mean, I didn't like eggs. Oh, that's me and my mom's chicken. Ace, my God, that I can't even eat her chicken cacciatore anymore. She's just like, it's like overcooked chicken soup with bones in it. Blech. Oh, Mom, if you're watching, I love you. Your kitchen cacciatore is still not very good. She's a cook for a living. Damn. Dal is amazing. I love, a lot of Indian food. I'll have to cook some stuff on the dish. I'll make an awesome aloo gobi on the strim. Fantastic. Potatoes and cauliflower. Whoa. Them veggies, man. I'm not a small guy either. I love my food. I like good food. All right, what whole Brussels do I have here? Got every more hiding in here, but it's probably blocking now. Bit of vegetable waste. It's all good. So I want to, for fermentation, you want to make sure you have no visible molds or anything crazy, that your stuff is fairly clean and compact. Clean up our space here. Didn't like eggs. No. So once I learned that eggs were unborn not fetuses, I guess. It's just like it's an egg, right? It's a thing that it is. And when I was a kid, I got that stuck in my head, and I didn't eat eggs for years. Now I eat like 3 a day. It's all good. 3 does sound amazing. All right, so we've got our Brussels. We have to half these things now. Now that they're fairly cleaned them up. Back on the board. Back to the front. There we go. A little Metallica never hurts. We're just going to give these a little halfsies. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the Brussels sprout, it's like a mini cabbage. Super packed in the inside. Like the leaves are super tight. And we need the salt water, the brine, to penetrate that to allow even coverage and for the lactobacillus to kind of get in there, which is actually the part that does the fermentation. So, slice and dice, people. So what changed your mind about beef, Ace? Was it prepared for you in a reasonable way? And like, was it a better cut? Wait till you guys see the beef I got for jerky tonight. It's going to be awesome. So just a reminder for those new to the stream dropping in, this is our second dish of, let's see, 4 or 5 tonight. So these are the Easy Start ferments. We're going to get going. We'll check on these in a couple weeks. Back in the stream, not to worry. We're going to do some fast prep pineapple on the side here that you can probably see. We're going to do that, toss that with some habanero powder that I prepared. And we're going to put those into the food dehydrator, which is sitting back on the cupboard back over here. That's my 9-tray food dehydrator. And that's going to be ready for tomorrow. We're going to have dried apple slices and dried pineapple slices. Healthy snack that fits on your back. Log. Everybody's familiar with the old Ren and Stimpy. Didn't like pumpkin. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Definitely want those buttered Brussels. So do you like pumpkin now, Flappy? Bent. Venison's awesome. What kind of deer? Was it a muley? Whitetail? Doe? Buck? I haven't hunted in a long time. Had some really nice moose, though, over the summer. Moose! Grew up in the interior of British Columbia. And a lot of woodlands, a lot of hunting. Go out, hunt for grouse with a slingshot. Even before, like a really nice, a good strong pellet rifle for grouse and pheasant. Awesome. It'd be hella good with a slingshot, though. Steel bearing. Getting any kind of wang tang rocks or anything. Alright, so we're just getting these Brussels in half. Alright, so we're going to do Brussels, 2 homegrown jalapenos, peppercorns, maybe some crushed black pepper, sorry, and we're going to pack that into a sterilized jar. I've got mason jars that I put in the oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes, and that's going to sterilize those to a point that I'm comfortable doing a ferment in them. Oh, roasted pumpkin's good. Didn't like anything if you find it in a stew. Overcooked? Fair enough. Curious if Bent is still in here. Kind of like the British foods. Anything that you didn't like? Oh, is it Marmite? What's the Australian bread yeast spread? Because there's one in the UK as well. There's Marmite, which I think is Australia. And what's the other one? Hold on, do I have a jar of that somewhere? Check. Yo, what's up? There we go. Hey, friends. Branston's, the imported pickle. I don't know where that is. Something. Vegemite and Marmite. There we go. Marmite's the UK one, right? Vegemite's the Aussie one. Is that a big thing in New Zealand? Yeah, we're coming up on 7 o'clock local time. All good. We got lots of time. Slicing and dicing all day long. All right, almost done with these Brussels. All right, there's our halved Brussels sprouts. Perfect. Clear that off. 2 jalapenos. There's a little bit of a seed. Ooh, caliente. Funky anyway. Checking up on chat. Bantillo. Ugh. I'm pretty sure Hillary's already doing that debate. Gypsy, you following the debate? Strong political views. Definitely a supporter of the Hillary side of things. Let's slice these up a little bit. All right, so here's the dealio with jar-packed ferments. You don't want floaters. Floaters are bad. So grab my jar. I'm not going to be able to fit them all in here, but this is a 1 quart mason jar. I'm going to drop our jalapenos in here. This just came out of the oven. It's cool to the touch now. I'm not a Superman. Love you some Marmite. Not a politics guy? No, fair enough. Canadian politics. We got our guy. All right, so we're just going to pack these into the jar. As many in here as we can. We're going to leave enough headspace that we can now when I say pack, we're actually going to get our French rolling pin here. We're going to jam this. I probably have enough for 2 batches actually, so hold on. We'll jam that in here. I'll get a smaller jar. Let's grab right out of the old mason hole. All right, we're going to pack our sauerkraut into this big boy here, although I feel I might need a second one. Okay, so I'm going to take this one and this one. Sure, why not? And we're going to put these into the oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. That's going to sterilize them. Use with boiling water if you wanted to, but it's all good. Okay, so get in there, you have Brussels sprouts. I'm going to just pack this in here. So for sauerkraut, we're going to use our French rolling bell, which is hidden by my fan. We'll have to find that. Fun cupboard searching. Hey, welcome to the French rolling pin hunt of 2016. The one thing I didn't actually grab, we'll figure it out. All right. I'm going to use... Oh, awkward. Good question. Great question. I'm actually use a Ziploc bag seal. I'll show you a couple kinds of... If you're doing ferment, you can do a couple different things. Probably the easiest, cheapest way to do it. I've got this as well. This is a what's this one called? I don't remember. Mason topper thing. So that's just a silicone seal. You can use a regular mason jar lid for that, and that will does not prevent floaters, which we're going to try to prevent in both sauerkraut and here. Or you can use this what's called a hop top. That will sit like that. That will actually prevent some floaters. You may use a hop top. How this packs down. Or you can use a water-filled Ziploc bag, which is what I'll show you guys how to do as well. All right, cool. Brussels are packed in there. And we're going to get our brine solution. And we're just going to pour that over top. We've got some floaters there. So the easiest way to prevent that is put a bag on, which I'll do. I'll show you guys that. I'm just going to knock this around and get some of this the air bubbles out of there. And I just have like a little sandwich bag, Ziploc sandwich bag. And all I'm going to do is put this down again. And so what this will do is I'm going to fill this with water. A little overflow, a little spill here. This creates a seal. I'm going to dip this up, fill into it. So there, done. See, it's see that or not? Got some there. And this has to sit, and taste that in about a week. See how that's doing. Even post some pictures in progress on social as we go through that. So cool. All right, so that's one jar down. That's Brussels done. Cool. I want to keep that out of direct sunlight as much as possible. We have enough brine solution here. You can store that in the fridge for up to a week. Make this other bit of sauerkraut or these other Brussels without the jalapeno, just the smokiness in it. See how those turn out. So we'll set these aside. Now my mason jar is ready. Do a little bit of a tidy up here. Rinse. My little stabilizing mat underneath there, super important. I don't want this sliding around. Cool, let's come back to the sauerkraut and give that a bit of massage. So lacto-fermentation, you do not refrigerate those Brussels sprouts. They have to be sitting at 60 degrees Fahrenheit, roughly. You don't want to ferment those. So I'm going to actually just put those into my cupboard, the back here, where it's dark and it's room temperature, and those are going to just ferment on their own. So, how do you get big spoon and eat it straight? That's how you get Marmite. All right. Let's look at our kraut here. Limp. Yeah, we're getting some water at the bottom here already. Like super wet. All right, good. That's how we want it. Kind of crush that down a little bit. It was salty enough last time. I added another tablespoon of salt. You do not need a lot of salt. This is 2 big cabbage heads. And so I'm just crushing this a bit to break down some of the fibers. Get some of that water moving through that. The salt's going to extract the natural waters. That's like, there's many variety of sauerkraut water that exists in here. You have the etheric water, you have the brine sensitive water, and magical cabbage water. No, those are words that are not liked. Alright. Yeah, so this is pretty much ready to start packing in. That's the mighty sigh of a man looking for a French rolling pin. A sec. This is looking pretty good. This is pretty much ready to pack in. Now remember, this is just green cabbage and salt. I haven't added any water or any other liquid to this. This is all the liquid that's coming out of the cabbage itself because of the salt making a brine solution. And we're going to do the exact same process. Ferment this, which is to cover it and keep it in a room temperature place for a couple weeks. All right, cool. And that is, taste a little bit of this. Good stuff. All right. Tastes good before you put it into a jar. It's going to taste good when it comes out of a jar. Found that to be true. All right, let's find my rolling pin. Let me find my rolling pin. You don't have to do a damn thing, just pretty. All right. I'm going to look for this. Hold on. La. Hey, look, I found it. Great success. All right, so you're saying, what the hell, Clorox? What's a French rolling pin? French rolling pin is consistent diameter the whole way along. So you the rolling pins that have like the pins on the side and there's like it's really thick in the middle. That's not what you want. This is a nice French style rolling pin, hard wood, and we're going to use this as a pounder. All right, so how does this work? That's the preheat indicator. All right, how does this work? I will show you. Sterilized mason jar. Boom. This is a big ass one. I forget this is 1.6. Yeah, 56 ounces. And we're more or less just going to cooling enough in the bottom? Sure, why not? Okay, so without making too much of a mess, we're just going to start putting sauerkraut in here. All right, checking up on chat here. I got that U-mine in there. Away you go. Hello, welcome new people in the chat. All right, so before this gets too far along, we're just going to grab our French rolling pin and we're just going to pack this in here. The idea is that we want this brine, this liquid, to start coming to the top, and we're going to try to get as much of this air as possible. It should be a really tight pack for the kraut. Because what's going to happen is we want the brine to come over the top of this sauerkraut to ensure that it's going to stay healthy and ferment properly. So if it's under the brine, it'll be fine. Bacon, thanks for the host, man. Oh, sorry. That pounding, hold on. I'll mute for the pound, sorry. Thanks for the heads up. Pounding your ears, Sofa. Sorry. Glad I did that second jar. This is a hell of a lot of sauerkraut. Wowza. Okay, hold on. I don't want to touch my mic with What's up, Bacon? Long time no see, man. Make a little sauerkraut here. Almost destroyed everybody's ears. How's the FIFA coming along, man? Ooh, this is some juicy sauerkraut. All right, so that's about as high as I want to get it. I want to pack it down, and we're going to do a gentle packing on this one. Hold on. Nice and gentle for everybody's ears. Try to get all the air out of here. Now, if this ferments at too high of a temperature, if you got like you're down south somewhere, you want to put this in a cooler spot, fairly consistent. Cool, so that brine is actually rising up over the top. What we want. We'll add just a little bit more and pack that in there. Good to hear, bacon. Good to hear. Cabbage will release a little more liquid. I don't know if you can see the brine level on this. Pretty good. Right there is where my finger is, and this is all liquid, which is what we want. It's going to ferment like a mofo. All right. So we saved some of these big leaves from the our cabbage, because what we want to do is we want to put this in here as what's called a first follow. And that's going to act as a little cap. It's going to keep the rest of the tiny little bits down. You got to keep the bits down, man. Be the man. Right, and then we're going to get our Ziploc lunch bag. Clean up, make sure we got no random bits there that can get moldy. Very important to have clean hands as well. Just a heads up. You know what it is, bacon. Have a good night, man. Yeah, no worries, bacon. Have a good night, man. Auf Wiedersehen. All right, so let's get our little bag of water here. This is going to be just regular tap water. That's fine. The important part is get all the bits in there. Try to get as much of that air out as possible. Without any of this tap water. Tricky process, but doing what I just did with this goes right into the. Seal that up. If it not a little bit, this is going to ferment, and so when you ferment this in your cupboard, my recommendation, strong recommendation, is that you put a tray, something underneath it, as this will ferment and create CO2 and bubble out and around. So oh, good, Flappy. We love our lurkers in here. If you're new to the stream and you're lurking, welcome. Don't need to say anything. If you do get called out with a U-mine, don't even worry about it. Just our resident salt lords making you do their work because they're lazy bastards. All right, to that beautiful jar of sauerkraut, and we have this much left. So we're going to do that second jar as soon as it comes out of the oven and it's cool enough. So we're going to set this aside, and we need this. That's just sauerkraut and salt pounding. All right, this mess in here, amazing. Taste a little bit of that. Oh, salty cabbage, so good. All right. Wait. Set a timer. 9 minutes. All right, that's going to be some salty sauerkraut. I will tell you, it's a little bit saltier than I normally like, but I'll get it. Look at you, Salt Crusher. All right, how you can get special names? You're searching the salt pits. The name of the stream. You can find special items that will grant you titles. Now, you never know what you're going to find in the salt pits. Salty in here. Are you looking for how long? You're looking for uptime, Flappy? Rinse that off. Get rid of some of that salt. Okay. Waiting for a few other things to happen here. Let's get on with the pineapple. So if you're new here, I got a 9-tray dehydrator. Got tonight. I'm going to load up some trays of spicy habanero pineapple and some apple slices. I got 2 fresh pineapples from the market today. Look pretty good. The pineapple you want to make, pineapple does not ripen after you pick it. You see a green pineapple in the store, it is not going to get riper. It is going to rot. Start fermenting on its own. pick a pineapple that is already ripe. I had to pass up a lot of pineapples. This one's a little green at the top, but it's riper on the bottom, so it should be pretty good. And I'll show you guys how to do this or how I'd like to prep them. So, how long have you been a follower or whatever? A long time. Do you mean how long have you been a sub to my channel? 5 months as a sub? Pretty sure. I don't know. I'll try to see if there's a how long. I can probably tell you that if I get back to my computer later. All right. Sharp knife. Tops off. Boom. Everybody likes the tops off. We're going to do the same thing. Bottoms off. Looking pretty good. I hate it. Oh, there we go. Come on now. Type one. I want to eat some of this pineapple meat. Fruit meats. So good. Oh. Good. All right. So if you've never had dried pineapple, make you a cocktail. Oh, okay. You know what? I'll take a look at that sofa for next time. If the bot supports it, there's probably a command. I just haven't activated it, or it might be called something else. Oh, I am drying stuff. All right, take that notepad. Dried pineapple and apples tonight. I got a 9-tray Excalibur food dehydrator in the back over here. That. Okay, so pineapple prep. Pineapples there. Somebody was going to say, make me a cocktail. I could. I'm not drinking for the rest of the year, but I would normally just do a little slice of pineapple with some ice and dark rum. Oh no, Ace, stick around. You want to sub to this channel, my friend, or you want to follow, because I'm doing jerky prep tonight, and I'll do it every other couple weeks. I bring in 2 pounds of jerky into work every couple weeks for everybody. So, all right, pineapple prep. I'm just going to carefully take the edge of the outside layer of this pineapple off, kind of following the outer curvature of the pineapple. I'm not going to worry about the eyes too much. They're pretty edible. The eyes have it, folks. I just don't want to leave any of that green skin on, and we'll flip it over and check it in a second here. All right, let's talk about movies for a second. I saw the trailer for John Wick 2. I never saw John Wick, so I found it last night and I watched it. I was super enthralled. That is a hella good movie. Keanu Reeves does Strong and Silent pretty well. Who knew, right? Who knew? Super good. And the setup for it is good. It's like, oh, you fucked up, John Wick. You don't want to piss that guy off. Wait till late December to stop drinking for the rest of the year. Mango recently intended to try it, but can't find it. I hope you find it in time for sure. Yeah, John Wick was badass. Man, I gotta stop drinking now. It's really affecting my mood and my sleep. So, as much as I love beer and the fact that I brew beer, I love the taste of it, but I just gotta do it for my health, man. So, it's I get into a pattern of drinking just because I think it's normal, and that's not cool. I don't mind sharing this stuff with you guys. It's it's triggers some depression for me. That's not super awesome. So I'm just gonna be happy, be active, be streaming, have my friends around me, have my followers around me, and just have a good year. So wave around sharp knives, woo! All right, so we got this pineapple. The trickiest bit on this pineapple is going to be always the core. You want to do pineapple rings? Pineapple rings. Pain in the ass because you can't fit as many on the thing. You know what? We'll do pineapple halves. All right, cut it straight down the middle. You have this hard core. If you've never done a fresh pineapple before, there's this center part here that's no good to eat. I don't like to eat it. Kind of chewy and like hard and tasteless. So I'm gonna make a not so precise incision. I'm making a little triangle cut. I'll show you how that's gonna look. We just cut the center core piece out. Gonna whip off to the side. I wouldn't say I'm healthier than you guys. I actually gotta do a little bit of anybody on the stream is struggling or has ever struggled to lose some weight. I'm there for you. It's I'll be doing that over the next year. Now that I'm 40, I got to get back down to my fighting weight. Honestly, I could probably stand to drop about 80 pounds. So I'm a big guy. I like to eat, like to drink, so I'm just making some healthier choices for myself, which includes healthier snacks, which is part of what this dried pineapple is. So getting off the refined sugars is going to be an important thing for me, including some beer. I'm going to come back to it in the new year, but, you know, train myself for moderation. Very important. All right, so we're going to get some thin slices here. The pineapple is super juicy, as you may have guessed, so you do not want it too thick for the dehydrator. And so the most important thing about food dehydration that I've found is consistency in your cuts. Because if they're inconsistent, the thickness dictates how long it takes to fully dry. So, I mean, you can play with it if you want and have some thick, some thin. Thinner ones will be dry, the thicker ones will be juicier and a little bit candy-like. But try to make each cut in of itself fairly even, because if you don't, inconsistent drying in a single piece, that's harder. So these little bits here I'm just going to eat because it's amazing. Oh, them sunflower seeds. Hell yeah. Ooh, that's a sweet pineapple. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, this might be a little bit noisy on the... Yeah. I'm going to grab some of our... This is the dehydrator tray. Got a little screen, a big screen, and we're just going to layer our pineapple and then put that in the machine. We're going to dry that for about, I don't know, 12, 16 hours. Trays out. Right. Getting where the microphone is. It's... Oh. Apologies. That 4K monitor, man. Right. Alright, so we're just going to space these evenly on the tray. Bad positioning for the camera. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Alright, we'll just quickly do this. I kind of want to get it on here before I cut too much more. Because what I'm going to do is I've got 9 trays. I'm going to do pineapple on as many as I can. Pineapple's the bomb. Alright, so that mason jar is timed up. Okay, you can stop that. Crack the oven. Let those cool off in there. And once it's cooled, I'm going to jam the rest of that sauerkraut and those Brussels in there, and we'll come back to it. Alright, so this is a really thick piece. I don't know if you eat that one. Branching into social eating. Way we go. Alright, dried fruits are awesome. Super concentrated though. You have to be careful because you don't realize how many calories you're actually eating in dried fruit. The day that I ate like 8 apples. Like they were dried. But you're like, oh, these are so good. And they're light. They're easy to eat. Oh, I just ate 8 apples. And then you got the shits for like a year. It's amazing. Alright, 1 tray. That's how that looks like. Oh, damn. You know what I forgot to do? Alright, this is going to be the not spicy pineapple. The top tray. That's the, hey, this is how I lure them in, and I get them with the spicy stuff. Come on. Alright, I'm going to put the rest into this big Ziploc. We're going to toss it with some of this habanero powder that I've got that I made dehydrator. Alright, so let's get the rest of this pineapple chopped up real quick. And we're going to make it spicy for the enjoyment of others and myself. Oh, escapee. Into that mouth. So, other things that you can dry. Pretty much anything. I pretty much limit it to some fruits, some vegetables. I haven't done a full meal yet. Like camp meals. You can do that. Recipe book for it. But I did not do much camping this year. you doing a long ass hike with all your own home prep meals would be save you a hell of a lot of money. I've kind of created a culture of spicy dried foods at work. People like to eat. I like to feed them. Alright, so it doesn't matter. We're going to recycle this bag later anyways. Get these pineapple slices in here. I'm going to toss that with some habanero. I'm going to do all... That one tray is the control tray. No spice tray. The rest are going to be melt your fucking face off. Oh, cooking language. Kitchen language. Salty! Now this pineapple's a little bit harder than the previous one. I'm getting cuts here. If your pineapple's too ripe, it's going to be mushy. You got to make sure you have a nice sharp knife and good knife control. Those thin slices carry that sweet heat all the way along. Alright, give me some indication of life on the stream if you don't mind. I just want to make sure because I can't see, make sure it's not crashed. He's in my den. I can't see F all from the kitchen. Anybody still here? Oh, Salty's in. Well, you're my bot, so you don't. Cool. Thanks, Flappy. Proof of life. Hey, Sofa, you still there? If you're still there, give a shout out to Flappy. I don't want Flappy to give him a shout out to himself. Flappy is one of the mods in my stream, longtime supporter and follower and one of my subs through GameWisp. I offer an alternative because I am not partnered. I offer a alternative subscription model through GameWisp, and you can get some extra bonus stuff from me. And you know, become a Salt Lord. So if you feel like dropping some awesome support, unfortunately I'm not partnered, so I can't take your Twitch Primes. Too bad, but all good. We do GameWisp. And Flappy is starting to stream on his own, so I'm going to give a shout out to the Flaps. Hey, Homer, how's it going? Welcome back to the stream, Evil Homer. We're doing spicy pineapple. We've done sauerkraut, smoky Brussels sprouts. We're going to do some beef jerky and some apple slices. So just hold on to your butts. We're just loading this pineapple into a Ziploc so I can sprinkle some crazy habanero powder on this. And we're going to get a little mug. I'm going to drop this pineapple. Wife. Hello, wife. Staring at me from the doorway. Like some pineapple. Alright. Not the first time on the stream that I've had a sticky bag. That looks like chips, totally. A little hand washing. Alright, so welcome to the fucking danger zone, people. Here we go. This is habanero fried and like spicy as fuck. Tablespoon of that. We're just gonna what? Yeah, 1.5 tablespoons. Ugh. That makes okay. Hold on, I can smell that right now. If I start coughing and sneezing, we're gonna seal that. All right, so this is what I call lottery pineapple. Those pieces got first contact. Look at that redness there. Those are going to be the spicy ones. And people are like, "Oh, this isn't too spicy." They take another piece and then they have to go home. Now that's how we roll here. Okay, I'm going to shake this over here. looking nicely distributed. There's a couple, like, I can see some surprise pieces in there. Ooh. All right. So this is the part of the stream where I put some gloves on. Because I do not want to get this stuff in my eyes or any kind of mucous membranes. Spicy meatball is what it is. Let me grab my gloves real quick. All right, super handy in the kitchen. A little bit of a few nitrile gloves. I do this when I do the beef jerky prep as well, just because I like to keep things relatively sterile for when I am making them for other people that are not my. A little still not sticky, you just wet. Gloves on while they're wet is challenging, as I have proven in the past. Here we go. Are you ready? The pineapples. Here we go. Your thumb. And I'm not kidding when I say this is spicy. This is spicy pineapple. I started feeding this to people on dares at work, and then they're like, "Oh, we love this pineapple." Oh, foiled again. All right, so knife aside. We're going to put our racks straight on there. Oops, sorry. I start laying out this pineapple on here. Ooh, I can smell that. Oh, man, that's a spicy freaking pineapple. Woo! Good times. Now, you want to make sure that in the dehydrator that things aren't touching as much as possible, because those contact points will stay moist, and you want to, the point is to dehydrate it, right? Look at this surprise. Whoo! Somebody's going to get that. Get owned. Anybody here not a fan of pineapple? I think that's the biggest thing. People don't like it is because they don't like pineapple. Not that they don't like spicy. Like, oh, I don't like pineapple. Who doesn't like pineapple? Gotta a little bit. Maybe I'll get really adventurous and throw a teaspoon of ghost pepper in the last part of this batch and mix. You guys think? A super batch? And somebody leave a couple of things of ghost pepper on my desk at work today. Batch those. Melt his brain. Alright, so I shook this pretty hard and we're getting lots of little bits, but those are okay. Those are crunchy. Dry out. Thickness and size is really what you're looking for. Dehydration. I know somebody was taking awesome. Or is it Ace? Sorry, Ace. I haven't had pineapple in years. Ooh, man. Alright. Load that in the dehydrator. Boom. Tray 2. Done. So we're not going to get all 9 trays with this pineapple, so I'm going to load it up. I got 6 apples from last night that I have sitting and waiting. I see. Ooh, man. I got a little bit of reserve of this habanero because we're going to add it to jerky later on. So stick around. We're going to do beef jerky, which is going to be a garlic, ginger, soy with habanero powder, a little bit of liquid smoke, brown sugar. Amazing. I find that for this batch, these batches, that recipe, more gingery it is, the more people like it. It's like, oh, look at this bad boy. Ooh. Like, get some of that. This is why I wear gloves. Imagine getting some of that in your eye. Ooh. Trip to the nightmare factory for you. You're going to be seeing clowns everywhere you go. Jack Reacher. That's the Tom Cruise one, right? My wife and I watched that. It's pretty good. Not a huge fan of Tom Cruise. But we're not going to bring politics and or religion into the mix. But yeah, movie-wise, it was good. It was good. I like the Mission Impossible stuff. Looking forward to John Wick 2. I want to see who betrays him. It's almost like a Liam Neeson-esque kind of thing. It's like, you killed my dog, and now I will kill 80 people for revenge because I'm John Wick. The best part of that movie. So I started watching it around midnight last night. Idiot. Sleep, right? But sorry, this is a spoilers too. It's an older movie, so I'm not too worried about it. So if you don't know the premise of John Wick, you can mute it if you're still interested. But the point where they realize who they were dealing with, John Wick, I'm just like, all right, I'm in. Like the fear of like, oh, you did what to who? All right, sweet, good premise, badass, good setup. Yeah, I think maybe tomorrow a little bit of the Ghostbusters in because on for rent right now. Watch that. Not that I normally look at numbers, but anybody tell me how many viewers I got right now? Just out of curiosity. Not going to change what I'm doing. I can't see. So, curious? Plus, habanero hands. Can't check. I want to say hello. Right. If anybody's got a source of some royalty-free, like some awesome music that I can play while I'm cooking my stream, let me know, because I was playing some jazz off Spotify yesterday and my VOD's totally fucked. Because, beat 5. Alright, 5 is what I like. 5 alive. Table 5. Table 5. But you know what? You're the 5 best people on Twitch. So, quality over quantity, my friend. That may have sounded like an asshole. Legitimately. Love my fans. They'll just hang out and... My fam! Fam. God, I'm talking like me too. Not real words. God damn it, Clorox, you're older than that. Check your vocabulary. Alright. Spicy, pen, apple, pineapple. Wait, pen, apple. Alright, that's, oh shit, 4 trays already. I'll probably get 5, 6, 5.5, 6, and then we'll do some really fast, get the mandolin slicer for those apples, which I've already cored, because of the apple crisp I did last night. We'll throw those on the dehydrator. Those don't take as long, depending on how crisp you like your apple chips. We'll get a little bit of kind of, residual spice from being apple, but you like biting in one of these nuclear bad boys. Oh, speaking of nuclear, I've decided that I want to run one of the RPGs I want to do on RPG on Roll20 is going to be Apocalypse World, because it fits perfectly with the theme of my stream, which is the Salt Pits. So if you haven't noticed, my stream is as an RPG metagame that you can engage in. This is Salt Pits. I am the Salt King, I Clorox. My stream is set in a post-apocalyptic world called Salterra, in which you are all miners in the salt pit, which is the primary source of currency in the world. People deal in salt. So I'm going to run an RPG. If people are interested in playing, if you're a sub, you get priority pick. And we're going to run that on Roll20, and we're going to stream it. It's going to be awesome. If you're a fan of RPGs, Roll20.net. Watch any of the DM, like the dungeon mastering stuff, done by Adam Coble, Geek and Sundry, Watsy. I've been dungeon mastering a very long time, and if I do say so myself, I'm pretty fucking good at it. New system, Apocalypse World, 2nd edition. Just got released a couple weeks ago. Check it out, Vincent Baker. Very cool designer. There we go. And nuclear pineapple got to be added to the salt pits. One more tray out of here. So the reason I'm doing these in the order that I'm doing them is for prep efficiency. Just gonna get some of this juice draining off here. Ooh. Rinse and recycle that bag later. Sauerkraut's got to sit, so that's sitting. Stuff come later. Good. So Flappy, have you done your? You gone back and done your Pathfinder stuff lately? Resume that with your buddies. Oh man, this is going to be a sticky hot mess. Awesome, can't wait. Okay, here we go. Now, the worst thing I could do is grab something with these super hot hands, eat it. So, first, almost made a critical mistake. Critical error. All right. Mandolin slicer, not to be put on spicy pineapple. Rinse this board off. I'll be right back. Hold on. Process this rest of this pineapple. Apples on here. Then we're going to pack that sauerkraut. And then we're going to. Our beef should be cold enough at that point to easily cut. There we go. Cool. So I have these apples that I cored. They're a little bit brown in the middle, but that's okay. They're going to be dried anyways. We've got three trays for sliced apples. Be fairly easy. We're just going to mandolin slice these right onto the trays. Apple, mandolin slicer. Slow down near the end, because I almost chopped my finger off last night doing this. All right, Ace, take it easy, my friend. If you are on the Twitters, drop into my twit, and I'll post some pictures of this stuff in terms of progress. I'm at iClorox. We're just going to drop these apple rings straight onto the...
We hope you enjoy your stay.
Now, there's
with
another recipe that you can do for this, which is a little bit of
Salt
cinnamon and
Pits.
nutmeg. Maybe I'll dust these with a little bit of...
He's the best.
Super fun times just for the holidays. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, awkward. Thank you very much for the follow. Awesome. How about we get a little bit of salt for awkward there? Who's dropping salt tonight? Who's my salty mod? Let's give 100 salt for the Ace Awkward follow. Thank you very much for that. It's always appreciated to have awesome followers in this. They're all awesome. Appreciate the good vibes. Hangouts. We're going to get to blowing stuff up later tonight too. I got lots of energy. We're going to do some gaming later too. I just figured I'd get my food prep out of the way for the week. My treats ready to go. Since tomorrow is a holiday, I'll be playing some Gears of War. Got one tray of nice apples. Those are going to be a delicious snack for work. You know, I'll just do regular apples. I'm not going to worry about the cinnamon nutmeg part of it. Because laziness, really. About that. Mandolin. Oh man, that habanero is like just permeating the kitchen right now. Dude, I'm being careful at the end because it's not a moorball. What? What are you talking about, Flap? What game are you talking about? Moorball. What's a moorball? Sounds amazing. I want to fight one of those. All right, set that down. Just two-hand organized. Be faster. Boom. So I do a lot of crafty stuff in this stream. If you're on the fence about following, not to worry. That's no pressure. I do play games as well. You can look at any of my VODs. Do a lot of FPS. Try to kick some ass. I also am making some soap because you know what? I can. Homemade soap is awesome. Pathfinder. Oh, there you go. Okay, sorry. I know that I asked you that directly. My context was lost. My bad. What is a moorball? This is my last cord apple. Doesn't sound like a D&D monster that I know. What is a moorball? A demon of some sort? Alright, so I'm going to not start the dehydrator on the stream because it's, even though it's pretty quiet, it could interfere with the audio, and I don't want to have you guys experience that. Cool, alright. Apples. How this works is there's a temperature control in the back. I just set it, lever on, and sort of set that before I go to bed. Cool. Apple bits. These are still good to eat. I'm going to add those to the pineapple. We'll have a little fruit snack later when I'm streaming. Perfect. Apples. Done. Mandolin slicer into the sink. All right, what's next, folks? I got all these apples I got to do something with. I'll dehydrate those later on. Oh, 4 still. All right. Whew. Marble.jpg. We'll have to click here. All right, let's get our sauerkraut going on. This is still a little bit warm, but that's okay. Got even more water that's coming out of our kraut here. See that there's a ton of liquid there. That brine is going to be awesome. The second batch here is going to be amazing. Got a bit of a toss. We're going to go through the same process. Put this in the jar. I'm going to pack that in. Away we go. Apple pie. Ooh, yeah, I can do an apple pie, Flappy. I'm making a mean pie. I don't have any lard, though. I like to use lard on my pie crust because it just makes a good pie crust. I could use vegetable shortening, but I don't know. Lard. Plus, lard is good for soap making. Soap is fat. Fat and sodium hydroxide, which is lye. Fat, or makes soap and glycerin. Good. Oh, this sauerkraut's going to be amazing. Can't wait. Pack all that down in one go. So I like to add a little bit of mustard seed sometimes to kraut, but this is what is called naked kraut. It's just nothing, no additives, no extra seasoning or flavors. It just takes on its own thing. What kind of apple pie should I make, Flappy? Just like straight up apple, or like add berries to it, or some of those shenanigans. I'm just going to add this brine back to that. All right. Bowls away. This kraut should be bubbling by tomorrow already. Just gonna pack this down. Crush that air out of there. Don't want to be too crazy because it is a glass jar that you're pushing down into. So, all right. So typical apple pie stuff is going to be cinnamon, nutmeg, a little bit of cloves. Most of that is encompassed through allspice. The trick to apple pie is having 2 types of apples. These may not be local to everybody that's here. What I like to use in my apple pie is the main apple is a Granny Smith because it retains its texture, that bitterness to it. And the other apple you want to use is a Macintosh apple. And the reason you want to do that is you cut it up really thin And because it's a way softer apple than a Granny Smith, it actually pulps, P-U-L-P-S, during cooking. It creates an applesauce that drips in between the other apple layers that you have, and it creates a very awesome texture. So you have like an applesaucey, like sugary sweet and a little bit tart apple pie. So good. Okay, now I got rid of my chaser leaves. That's all right. So this is all packed down. I want to get the leaves off the exterior and the interior walls here, because if anything's exposed to air, you want to keep it all under the brine solution. If it's exposed to air, there's a chance that it could. I forgot to change my gloves. This may be a little bit habanero-y. It's all right. All part of the experimentation. We're going to drop another water-filled bag into this. If you're new here, this is the reason we're doing this. Is create a seal. Plastic is not going to interact with the brine. And the idea is to create a barrier keeps all of the sauerkraut, all the cabbage down, and all of the cabbage down under the water. That's an important thing. I'll just pick out any errant pieces of cabbage that are floating around the side. Normally I'd have a layer of cabbage leaf, but I threw it all away. Got it. All right, we'll come back to this. I may add a second bag. Wait for some of that foam to clear, but that's the second batch of sauerkraut ready to go. So we're just going to put that in the cupboard. I did have a extra jar for these extra Brussels sprouts here. We're just going to take these Brussels sprouts, which have been cut in half. We're going to pack those in, manual pressure there. Leave a little bit of headspace. This will be kind of our tester jar, if you will, because these ones should ferment about the same rate as that bigger jar. But we can pull these out. These do not have the jalapeno, but they will have the smoked salt brine in there. And that's about as many as I want to get in there. You want to leave a little bit of headspace. Lovely. Kind of close on that, but that's all right. All right, so we got some Brussels sprouts packed into a sterilized mason jar. 3% brine solution top. And we'll add one more of those Ziploc baggies. Water underneath. That brine solution. Keep everything touching brine. And maybe not enough headspace there. Down in there. Back into your hole. Take some of this. Put it on the counter, it's fine. I gotta clean it up anyways. Cool. Bit of a shake. That's going to be sitting in a cupboard, pretty stable, so as long as that water doesn't shift, it should. Cool. All right. Let's tidy up and prepare for last prep of the night. We're doing beef jerky. And my water bag's falling. Fun. Brussels, David. Cool. All right, let's. We don't need our French pan anymore. Put that in the sink. Of our watery mess. Clean the board off a little bit here, scrape it off. We're just going to spaz out and flip that over. Have the clean side here, and I'll deal with that later. going to toss the rest of this brine solution. Don't need that anymore. I'll wash my knife and sharpen it because we're going to get into some beef jerky. And let me gather the ingredients. You guys just take a couple minutes. I'm going to grab all the ingredients that I need for the for our amazing marinade. So hold on to your butts while I do that. Ingredients list here. Ooh, all right, we're 4 down, 1 to go. Tidy up as we go here. Important part of kitchen. All right, so what do we need? Awesome garlic. Ginger, that's maybe enough. More ginger. Just that much. All right. Garlic, ginger. Soy sauce. Salt. Brown sugar. Liquid smoke. Damn it. Should have. Pineapple juice. Do pineapple juice. What else do I need? A big ass bowl is what I need to mix this stuff in. That. In a second, we need a sharp knife. We're going to take care of that momentarily. Have our powder, salt, juice, brown sugar. I do not have this recipe memorized yet for one. It's a cup. Figure it out. Okay, cool. Hey, welcome to the stream. Woo, we're on to beef jerky. And we're going to make something awesome. Let me show you what we're dealing with. We're missing beef is what we're missing. Let me grab ingredients. Grab my quick recipe book that we're from. All right, so it's a 1-to-1 pineapple juice to soy with every 1/4 cup tablespoon of brown sugar. Okay, we're just going to fold that, keep that off to the side for reference. Cool. I need a bowl. Bowly. 1 bowl for apples. Wash this real quick. I'm just going to mute the mic so I can go ham on the dishes here. 1 second. Perfect. All right. Thanks for being with me. In bowl. That's what we needed. All right. Quick dry sharp knife. Very important, especially for slicing this meat. Where'd my towel go? All right. So this is our family favorite beef jerky recipe. Never really remember the field for this. So tonight we're prepping it and marinating it, and tomorrow I will dry it because I want this to marinate for about 20. 8 o'clock now, so that will work out. I'll throw it in the dehydrator overnight. We'll be ready for work the next morning. Sharp knife. Important. All right, cool. Let's make our marinade first before we pull that beef out. So, quick vegetable peeler for the ginger. We're going to peel this and then we're going to grate it real quick. Hand grater. Use. And if there's when we get into the fibrous section of that from the peel, we're just going to chop that, mince that up. You'll find, and then put right into it. Normally I like more ginger than this. I might actually get some ground ginger. And, throw it in there. I like it gingery, a little ginger beef. Nuggets worth it or not. Fast slice here. What's going on with everybody else tonight? Everybody have a good night? Just full of Canadian Thanksgiving. Eventually tomorrow. My kids are off with their bio mom, her partner's family tonight. Alternate major holidays, which is cool. Little hand grater. Grate that right over the bowl so I don't lose any juice. Probably go finer with that. Poppy, what are you going to be playing later? Mince this faster. Oh, you know what? That this grater is bullshit. Salty cooking. Salty cooking. Here we go. Just make a nice little mince out of this. There we go. Okay, cool. Into the bowl with you. Now we're going to do our garlic. This is some heirloom garlic from my dad's garden. It is amazing. If you watched me stream any cooking before, you know how I love garlic. And this is rock hard, amazing garlic. Okay, cool. Super sticky with hard garlic juices too, eh? Best way to peel garlic, I take the top and the bottom off, and then I find a surface and I crush it with the side of my knife. Gently press, it's fine, you don't need to like absolutely he-man it. And then peel it off. It's super easy. So we'll just do that with the rest. A bit of a tuma. Garlic tumor. All good. Never certain? Hey man, I know how you feel. Like, what am I playing tonight? I don't know. Whatever. Get some tanks in though at some point. The Japanese line, I need some help. The tier 3 default gun is super slow. Can't believe how slow that thing fires. It's ridiculous. Alright. Ooh, escapee. Normally I just throw escapees right into my mouth as punishment. But I kind of want to survive. Take the bottom off there properly. Done. Hey-o. Garlic. We're gonna clear off our board. We're gonna mince this up real fine. Oh, this is gonna be good. I gotta figure out some way to send my subs some jerky. You're Commonwealth Flappy. I could probably send it across the border for you. Don't type much on Xbox One. Hey, don't worry about it, Homer. Oh, good. You're on Xbox One. I really appreciate you watching me if you're streaming Twitch on Xbox One. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Battlefield 1's coming out, Homer. Gears drops tomorrow, then Battlefield the next week. Can't wait. See some good games. And oh, Flappy. Okay, dude. Let me talk to you a second here. We got to play some more Rainbow Six Siege, because I was waiting for the Season's Pass to go on sale, because they dropped the collector's edition down to half price, so it's $40. Same goddamn price. How can they even justify that? It's the same price as the Season's Pass. So I had a buddy of mine just buy an Xbox One recently. You'll see us streaming some Gears, hopefully tomorrow. Squighound. And I'm going to give my disc copy, because I said, fuck it. I'm going to buy the digital copy of Siege. So now I have all the new characters that I haven't played yet, so we got to play. So long. I could send you a New Zealand care package. Shit, yeah, let's do a Christmas gift exchange. Who wants to do a Christmas iClorox's followers Christmas gift exchange? That would be super rad. I bet you we could get Convinced Turtle to get in on that. I want some of his amazing wood boxes. The thing that I could definitely send is some soap. So let me show. Hold on, I'm going to showcase this 1 second. I make my own soap. Okay, so I'm going to stream this too because it's fun, but it's a bit of a cooking thing. Hey, look. Okay, so this is a bar of soap. This is coconut cream and lime soap that I made. Actual coconut cream, super awesome. This is a peppermint oatmeal owl, a colloidal oatmeal. Smells amazing if you like peppermint. This is a West Coast cube. It is a Himalayan sea salt and cedar soap. Spa style, so it's got little salt crystals in it. It's super awesome. This is a lemongrass soap, kind of an interesting pattern, a little poppy seed top, super good. And then I don't know if you can see that. It's a little my Life bars. It's a 3-heart Life bar soap. Pretty awesome. I bled a little bit more than I wanted it to, but yeah, I'm a soap maker. Make stuff. I'm going to stream some soap making. Don't even worry about it. Soap laboratory. But yeah, I could send that stuff. That's an easy trade for me. Chocolate. I just touched soap, so I can. All right. Okay. So, got the garlic and the ginger. We're gonna do one roast tonight. So we need a measuring cup. Magic measuring cup. Boop. Done. 1 cup soy sauce. Put this over here so you guys can see. Delicious. 1 cup pineapple juice. BF1 Xbox handle, same as Twitch. Shoot me an invite. I'm Evil Homer. Awesome. My handle is the same as well. iClorox. Might be easier, Homer. My hands are full right now. If you're on Xbox, just shoot me a friend request. iClorox. Yeah, we'll play some BF1. It should be awesome. Cup of pineapple juice. Oh, it's gonna be so good. All right, so it was 1 tablespoon. Ooh, had habanero powder in it. That's okay. You need 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. 1, 2, 3.5, 4.5. Ugh. Yeah. Precise measurements. Love it. We also need 1 1/4 tablespoon salt. The soy salt's already kind of salty. Salt is important because you're kind of creating a brine here as well, and this brines your jerky. Super important. All right, so we got the salt. Get that, or else your meat is not going to be safe to dehydrate. Up a little bit. I should always switch my salt, but that, of course, salt takes a while to dissolve. Let's do a little bit of liquid smoke. That's about 3/4 of a tablespoon right there. And then we're going to go dashing and daring the rest of that habanero powder. Woo! Done. No gloves. Risky. The risky click of the night, folks. Let's give that a stir. Oh, that smells smoky, hickory, ginger. There's a reason this is my family favorite. All right, so we will add more liquid to this marinade as we need it. Might need another 1/4 cup of shenanigans. We'll only do 1 roast. We should be okay. I'm gonna set this aside. Now comes beef time. Beef time. Beef time. Beef time. Beef time. Let's get some gloves on before we deal with this meat. Raw. So this cutting board has been all vegetable all night. We're now going to cut some meat on it, and then we're not going to cut anything else on it. Last thing I do. Usually I have a separate cutting board for meats, but I heat sterilize this board after I use it, and make sure I scrub it out. Good. All right, any questions so far in the stream? Anything that I've made tonight that I'm doing? What's my uptime? Just out of curiosity. I started at around 6, so 2.25 hours. Not too bad. Be done by 9 o'clock. Go here. Probably sooner. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I've had this beef in the freezer for about 3 hours. And so this is a... What is this? Mechanically tenderized. This is eye of round oven roast. Now, for beef jerky, for any jerky that's meat, you want a cut of meat that is not fatty, like not marbled. I got a fat cap on this, so I'm just going to cut that right off. Fat in the dehydrator is not good. The oils will come out of it. The fatty, remainder will, it'll go rancid way faster. You don't want that. You want a nice, clean cut of beef. Looks amazing, like that. So good. We're just gonna trim this now. And the reason I put it in the freezer is that it's a lot easier to cut when it's in this kind of like half frozen state, and I get the exact cuts that I want off of this because I need to slice it fairly thin. Get rid of this fat. And we're going to do some nice slices. Now, depending on if you like your jerky chewy or not, you can make a couple different choices around the cuts. You can, I like to cut it across the grain. With the grain will be much chewier because your teeth have to break down those fibers on their own. That's looking pretty good. But I like to go across so it's nice, tender, easy eating jerky. My teeth are old. Natural. How's it going? Hell yeah. Who is this? Cass tells me they'll play Monster Hunter. I sure as hell do. Dude, reach out to me. I don't know who this is. Whisper me your name. Making jerky. I got my hands busy right now, but yeah, I do love me some Monster Hunter. Sure do. I am not yet. I think I'm still HR7. Anybody else is a Monster Hunter fan? Always use some extra hunters. Roboseum, awesome. Very cool. Back to mentoring this term as well, so good projects coming in. I was lamenting having missed the last night of the presentations. I had some family business to take care of, but all good. Heard you guys had an awesome time. All right, let's make this these cuts here before this meat gets. That one's cool. I'll leave that one doing its thing. ETA now. Awesome. Cool, man. Sounds amazing. I'm still mentoring this term, so I'll see you if you're around on Tuesday when I drop in. Right, some nice, again, consistency. Ah, man, I forget how cold this meat is. Ayo, used to handling warmer meat. Yeah, it'd be good to catch up. Yang, very cool. A little too thin. I want these relatively thick. Probably doing about 2 millimeters. This will dry and become thinner as well. You don't have to worry about it too much. You just don't want really thick cuts, because those won't dry out. End up with the little end bits like that. Set those aside. All right, so we're going to slice this through and add these to the marinade. We're going to bag the marinade. Marinated meat that's going to sit in the fridge for 24 hours. Nice and salty. Have a bunch of those natural juices drawn out, replaced with the brine. As we dry that and preserve it, that's how we preserve it, with the brine solution. Because this is not. I mean, we dry this at 145 degrees Fahrenheit. It is not cooked. It is dehydrated. Very important distinction. A brining process prevents any bacteria or anything bad getting a foothold in your meat. Good for people that do not want foodborne illness. Yeah, it should be in my VODs, man, for sure. The one from last night, you won't be able to hear anything because I had some sweet, succulent jazz music playing in the background, and Twitch flagged that as a no-no. So I think they muted my whole goddamn stream, but I made an awesome dinner last night. Yeah, if you got any other questions, just shoot me a message. Good. Get this out. Helping other people. Spread the good word. Spread that good word. Food fisher, if I could learn how to talk. The amount of what I've been doing this for, streaming, 2.5 hours. This is my 5th thing to prepare tonight. And mind you, one was just sliced apples, so maybe that doesn't. Still pretty good. All right, let's cut this one in half. A little bit faster here. Smaller pieces are okay. Because I bring this into work, make sure everybody gets a good share, make smaller cuts. Otherwise, everybody takes these big chunks of meat. It's gone in 10 minutes. Big pile of red meat. So, hey, yeah, if you're a vegetarian, you don't want maybe. I do like vegetarian dishes. Don't need to have every meal. We do like these tiny little slices. They get super crispy in the dehydrator. Sweet. Okay, cool. I'm making jerky. Well, this is my dehydrator back here. The kitchen can. Back here. You can do it in the oven, but I don't know. I like the dehydrator quite a bit better. Heat is getting a little soft on me. I want to keep that. Part of it could probably have been a little more frozen. Cutting. La vie. away we go. Cuts, cuts, cuts. I do love my knives. Sharp knives are a very important tool in the kitchen. Gotta have a sharp knife. Take our bit of the marinade. Salt is mostly dissolved at this point. Come on, salt, do your thing. Dissolve. I mean, the salt is trying to dissolve. There's a bunch of sugar in there as well. Probably add a splash more pineapple juice if that's going to be. Throw this meat in here just to get it off the cutting board. Good. You can afford the dehydrator. Making jerky is way better and cheaper than buying it in the store. No preservatives. You guys saw everything that went into making this already. Not anything crazy to this. No other chemicals. The only chemical component in here is this liquid smoke, which has nitrates in it. Good. People that don't like nitrates. But smokiness. You could pretty easily exclude that. It's for the amount that I put in, I could probably actually just doesn't add a whole lot of crazy smoke. So jerky does not take a long time to dry, surprisingly. So the pineapple and the apple slices that I have in the dehydrator are going to be 12, 14, 16 hours, depending on the humidity of the exterior. Like if it's raining out, it does affect it. But jerky's done in like 6, especially these thin slices. All right, so here, let me show you. This fat here is going to extrude some liquid fat. As it dries, I'm going to get some paper towel at some point, probably, and just dab that off. It'll be fine to eat. A little bit of chewiness. Kind of want that anyways. What kind of jerky do you like? Natural? Slicing beef in silence. All kinds of, fun innuendo we could make here. Everybody being civil. I'm sawing this meat a little bit, means my knife is a bit dull. So after this one, I'm going to sharpen it up again, and we'll get that second cut going. Also, I'm cutting against the grain through some fat tissue, so a little bit more effort. It's all good. Teriyaki. Well, this is pretty much it. Did you see the recipe for this? Pineapple juice, soy sauce, garlic, ginger, smoke. Pretty much teriyaki lover's dream. Anybody from work is lurking in the stream. Hey man, Tuesday, part of the systems and stories team. That whole bag in the meeting room with me. Whew. The last of this. Feel the chill of this other piece of this. Little meat slap sound. Good times. Don't forget to get your searches on. There's lots of fun stuff that you can find in the stream. No, I don't think I'd add mirin in there. I mean, I added like 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. That covers the sweetness. I don't necessarily want the booziness in there. I do make a mean rice noodle mirin. Maybe I'll do that at some point, get a different camera set up for the oven. Ooh, last one, boyos and girlos. Love it. Delicious. With that fat. I do have a bottle of mirin in my cupboard because noodles. said I was going to switch knives, didn't I? Oh well, I'm a liar. Alright, so we're going to toss this around. It's all evenly coated, put it in a big freezer bag. We're going to let it sit on one side overnight. We're going to come and mush it up and turn the freezer bag over so we're just mushing around that brine solution. Even coating a lot of beef. Even treatment and evenly salted. This is an awesome snack. Fits in your pack. Great protein. Generally, I put out a little donations jar at work. People can drop whatever they feel want to contribute towards, and I just take all that money and make beef jerky. Office. Oh, it's just kind of fun, you know. Work in a game studio. Do fun stuff. I eat beef jerky. Spelling mistake. Nearly. Yes, correct. Flagged by a mod. Nearby. That's what happens when I drink and text enter. Just kidding. I mean, that would happen if I... Would be a juicier piece. So, relative thickness important in these slices. Try to keep each piece consistent to itself. Important. Thin little chewy bits here. All right, this toast. Another chef knife. Resharpened. Much better. What's awesome, Natural? Do a search, see what you find. Yeah, this is much easier. This part of the it's not a noise you'd expect from beef, but it's nicely perfectly frozen. Not like frozen. I mean, it's pretty solid on the end. It's letting the knife get a good grip. I can really control the thickness of. Yeah, so that roast was like 20. All this meat was $26 Canadian. So imagine how much this was jerky, how much this would cost you. Or it's ridiculous. It's like $10 100 grams, less than $10 for like the artisanal jerky. $10 for like 70 grams. Crazy, crazy. Using that mouse. Well done, Flappy. They dedicated a whole mural to you, man, just crushing things. Just crushing. Flappy's a crusher. He's a salt crusher. Right, Flappy? Almost done. So what we're going to do is wrap this up and get this marinated, get this into the fridge. I'm going to take a break, clean up. We're going to come back with some game streams. How is it? 8:30? Yeah, I'll take a bit of a break. Move my cameras around a little bit. We probably won't do blind art tonight, so I don't have to do too much refactoring. Just hook up my different mic, different camera. Back to my den for gaming. And we'll get our game on. Got my holiday streaming in. We're going to be playing some Gears tomorrow as well. So I got to do this anyways. I might as well stream it. Everybody stick around. Hit the follows and oh, poor Revlo. Poor Revlo. Nobody's encountered a new type of challenge yet. Too thick. That part, I'll keep that thick. I guess I'll do this one. I flip it on its side. I'm going to be cutting with the grain. These pieces will be mysteriously chewier ones. Nobody will wonder why. They'll say, "Oh my God, it's so delicious! How do you get it so delicious?" Say, magic. I do not have a stream kit. How do I get a stream kit for my 3DS? Other than ordering it from Japan for thousands of dollars. Tell me your ways. I'd love to stream Monster Hunter. Alright, that is a lot of boof. Alright, here's the other beef. Here's the new beef. So much meat. Oh my God. Alright. Hey, back to massaging. This is just a food massage channel is what it is. Me and sauerkraut, me and roast beef, or me and beef jerky. Might need a little bit more liquid in here. So I'll do a little bit more soy, a little more pineapple. Do a 1/4 cup each. Smells really good. Over $100? Yeah. I could do that, Flappy. You gotta have a pretty steady hand, though. Apparently, there's a way to do it, and a friend of mine did it at work, where if you have a DS under a certain firmware version, you can like do a crazy hack to the firmware to get it to stream over Wi-Fi. It's crazy. Here we go. Sure this is all evenly coated with that salt mixture. Add a little bit more liquid for that marinade. But I'm going to drop a glove to him. Other things. Okay, this is how I do it. Eyeball. 1/4 cup. Actually closer to 1/2 cup. Oh, I got lots of tripods. Alright, sugar, tablespoon, boom. Bam. We need a little bit of salt, like literally a teaspoon. There, done. Salty. What else am I missing? Any more smoke, I don't think. I don't need more heat. Alright, here we go. Monster Hunter game coming to North America finally. Who's publishing that? That one with the I like that. All right, yeah, that's a bit juicier. Tell me more. Ooh, I can really smell the pineapple in this. Good flavor distribution. And what I like is that when you freeze your meat as well like that, it keeps it cold the whole way through. So you don't have to worry about it starting to get any spoilage or any bacteria being able to survive because it's still going to be cold when it goes back into the fridge. Cool. All right. Yeah, see if you can do it. Awesome. And I'm going to take the left glove off this time. Yep. Your hands up. Oop, oop. There we go. Ziploc bag. Meat bag. All right, meat bags. Here we go. Ooh, this is a lot of beef jerky. Woo-wee! This is going to go in the dehydrator tomorrow. after that pineapple and apple slices come out. Oh, this looks good. Oh, it smells amazing. Smells amazing. Last little woes drops in there. Raw meat bowl. Now this is all going to be, I'm going to wash this bag off too because it's raw meat on the outside. Squeeze as much of this air out of here as possible. Cool. Let's get rid of this glove. Done. Let's rinse our bag off. Hold on, I'll show you that. Look at that. Oh, beef jerky marinating. Slap of beefs. Right. Our baby is ready for the fridge. Wasn't even. Cool. 5 dishes done. It's a musical number now, folks. All right, so what do we do tonight? 1, sauerkraut, amazing. Naked kraut, but cabbage and water, and even water. Cabbage and salt, done. Over there, we got. There's our naked sauerkraut. That's going to start fermenting even tomorrow, tonight even. It's doing it right now. Spicy smoked salt Brussels sprouts that are going to ferment up, be pickled. Amazing. 2. So we got 3 and 4 are in here. I'm going to start up this dehydrator while you're here watching. We got spicy pineapple and some apple rings. Not spicy. That's loud. Pour a little bit. Header's plugged in. Here, you can hear what this sounds like on vegetable fruits, 105 degrees Fahrenheit. There, plugged in. Dehydrating. Take. I don't want anything on there while it's dehydrating. Bowls, utensils. Which benchmark of MH Online? Yeah. Monster Hunter Online is kind of weird in terms of their monetization model. Happy to talk about that on another stream. All right, my friends and stream familia, you guys are all awesome. Thanks for coming out. We did our 5, including last awesome beef jerky. I'm going to tidy this up a little bit and put it away and give it a break. I've been on eat for a while and grab a drink. I'm going to burp really loud off stream, and then I might be back with some games. If I don't come back tonight, don't panic. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Life for a bit and come back on. So who else is here? Hey, what's up, Nutella? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. You got here just in time for me to leave. Watch the VOD. Don't even worry about it. Dap out. Woo, dap. All good. I was doing that for my kids. Cracking up. Got any questions? Hang out. Appreciate the follow and any support that you can give the stream. If you're interested in how to become a sub for what I do and finding some support, I take all that money from my subs and wrap it back into giveaways and games and awesome stuff. Everybody back for the off stream. So if you're supporting that stuff and you'd like to see me do awesome things, hey, whatever, it's all good. Or it comes back to you guys, hopefully.
By Clorox, Salt Lord
I bet it
welcomes
was.
you.
Awesome. All right, everybody, take it easy. I'm gonna just go in the kitchen and stop my stream. I'll be back tomorrow for sure. Flappy, if you're gonna be streaming, I'll keep an eye open for that. I'll give everybody a host. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna see who I'm following that we could give a little A little push to. One sec. Hold on. Yep. Look on my phone. Oh, phone. On. Oh shit! Journeyman's on. All right, hold on. Let's get a push over to Journey. Journey's a rad dude. Dude does amazing art. Love his stuff. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna get Journey in here. Let's do a raid. Hold on, I'm gonna type this in my phone. Raid. Journeyman. 1029. Let's do it, folks. Head over there. I'm gonna get him a host. He is super awesome. I'm gonna pop onto the stream and say hi right after this. I will see you all soon. Love you all. Do it. Adios. Love you.